There's a term that's gaining traction these days, brain rot.
On God, no cap.
Or should we? Oh no, because this is called mewing, what he's doing.
I don't know what that is. Oh no, man.
He started doing this and I thought he was having some sort of a seizure.
The idea is that excessive screen time, specifically mindless, passive consumption of content, is rotting the kids' brains. A child's brain remains in a critical growth phase, forming neural connections that shape how they think, learn, and interact with the world.
What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen?
Modern digital content is designed to be visually appealing and highly stimulating. Bright colors and rapid actions capture attention, triggering the release of dopamine, the brain's feel-good chemical. This makes using the device feel exciting and pleasurable, encouraging repeated use in exchange for damaging the brain. Due to this, schools are alarmed that they even banned some of these words, but it didn't stop.
Can you play Skibidi Toilet?
The slang has been so popular that the senators of parliaments are using such words in their speeches.
To the Sigmas of Australia.
And they have their nonsense language, which is hard to understand for us.
A confident person.
This isn't just a normal thing. Schools are reporting higher rates of kids unable to concentrate. Parents are noticing that their children don't know how to play unless there's a screen involved. So, what's the problem with the iPad kids?
A new study has found that iPad and tablet use by toddlers can lead to more frequent expressions of anger and frustration as they grow older.
This kind of stimulation isn't just a distraction, but a rewiring of their cognitive development. It actually changes how their brains work and how they learn and think overall. Studies have shown that too much screen time among kids is linked to delayed speech development, poor attention spans, and an inability to focus on tasks for longer periods. We're talking about a generation that is being trained to need instant gratification at every moment, to the point where real-world activities, like reading a book or playing outside, feel less engaging. This is what an article says. Screen time at age 1 year and communication and problem-solving developmental delay at 2 and 4 years.
No. Alpha.
No.
Wait. Sigma.
Yeah.
What happens when you grow up with your brain constantly seeking short bursts of entertainment? You lose the ability to be bored, to sit still and think, to engage in deeper, more meaningful tasks. Those things take a back seat when every time a kid feels a little bored, they can just grab a screen and get sucked into a never-ending loop of entertainment. This isn't just theory. We're seeing it everywhere. And then there's the social side of things. The irony is that while kids are connected to their devices, they're disconnecting from the world around them. Here's where it gets absurd. Among these kids, the most easy target is the iPad kids.
Let me watch Skibidi Toilet.
We've created an environment where the very technology that was supposed to expand the kids' minds is now limiting them. It's a bit like giving them access to the entire world and then watching as they only engage with a tiny sliver of it, over and over again. Parents might think, oh, but they're learning, they're playing educational games. Sure, some apps do help with learning, but for every one of those, there are countless more that are just mind-numbing time fillers. Kids aren't learning anymore, they're zoning out. And what about socialization? We see groups of kids sitting together, each staring at their own screen, barely acknowledging each other. Sure, they're playing together in the virtual world, but it's a far cry from the messy, chaotic, real-life interaction that helps kids develop empathy, problem-solving skills, and real-world friendships. It's almost laughable if it weren't so concerning. Parents who want their kids to be social hand them a tablet. Teachers who want their students to stay engaged talk in the language they understand during the class.
And always remember, Riz comes from within. Middle school is Sigma. Period, queen.
This is just happening something bad with the kids. A study report shows that kids from this generation, born between 2010 and 2024, have purportedly rotted their brains by scrolling too much on their devices. Even some teachers and Gen Z are frustrated and are saying iPad kids are poorly behaved and impossible to teach.
And they
are having complete meltdowns because they don't know how to function without having a screen in their hand.
We've convinced ourselves that this digital babysitter is the solution when, really, it's creating the problem. You can't blame only the one Skibidi Toilet, and even there is the Skibidi Toilet syndrome, which is just uncontrollable. It originated from a bizarre series of videos popular on the internet. The Skibidi Toilet meme features anthropomorphic toilets with human heads performing outlandish and absurd acts. There is a whole industry posting this type of meaningless videos, and they are triggering the kid's brain with short bursts of colorful videos. These bursts of information come in the form of quick transitions, flashing lights, and constant movement, which are designed to grab and hold their attention. So it became way harder to control their mind when they viewed some engaging videos. Even there are other words that are inappropriate to say by a kid, but they are often told by them gyatt. The word gyatt basically means big butt. Popular influencers and content creators on TikTok and YouTube often use slang like gyatt in their videos, and younger viewers tend to mimic the language of the creators they follow. Mogging. This term is used often in a competitive or sarcastic way in the context of beauty, fitness, or social standing. For example, someone might say they're mogging their friends if they believe they look much better in a group photo. Mewing gained traction among younger internet users through TikTok, YouTube, and fitness communities, where having a defined jawline is often seen as attractive. It's become a viral hack or life trick for those looking to enhance their facial appearance without surgery. Many iPad kids try this out as part of their looksmaxxing efforts. Looksmaxxing refers to the idea of maximizing or optimizing one's physical appearance through various methods like skincare and sometimes even plastic surgery. Resonates with young people who are exposed to influencer culture, where looking perfect or adhering to beauty standards is emphasized. All of these you heard are conversations among little kids. So where does that leave us? Are we doomed to watch this brain-rot generation spiral into a tech-obsessed future where real life feels secondary? Not necessarily. The solution isn't to throw the iPads away. After all, technology is part of the future, and there are benefits to it, but the key is balance. We need to reclaim control, set boundaries, make sure that the screen doesn't become a substitute for real play, creativity, and human connection. Limit screen time, encourage outdoor play, foster curiosity about the world outside of technology. At the end of the day, it's up to us to steer this generation back toward a healthy future. The rise of the iPad kid doesn't have to mean a downfall. It can be the wake-up call we need to bring balance back into our children's lives.